Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today we'll be reacting to I still don't know how to pronounce his name, but you get the point. We're gonna be reacting to this same person. I haven't seen his videos, not all of it. I don't watch him like that, but I told myself, hey, we might as well watch it together. If I've never watched it before, like any of, I mean, I watched one or like two videos. Well, back in the day, he used to make FNF videos, and so I used to watch that on my own. But it seems like he makes horror now, so I'm starting to watch his videos a little more, and so I told myself, hey, we might as well watch it together. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is the YouTube review if you want to watch, and this is also the channel right there. These are other videos if you guys want to watch at all. But let me stop yapping and let's get into the video.
A few of you have been telling me to cover the Teen Titans Go Infection AU created by Robins on TikTok, and I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting to see Teen Titans Go as an actual Infection AU, but it's really good. And obviously, I could be biased because I am a Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go fan. Now, this one starts out with some type of infection getting a hold of Starfire, and while we don't know immediately what's going on with her, we know it's serious because Robin seems to be super worried about her. We then see him asking her why she hasn't come out of her room in so many days.
Man,
if you guys remember that,
it's always these reacting videos where or these videos where they're always in their room and then they become infected. Either go through the window and start infecting others, or someone goes in, someone gets infected, comes out, and then the whole world gets infected.
that first Sonic infection video I made, this reminds me a lot of when Ezio gets infected and he locked himself in his room until he fully turned. And we all know that that ended with Sonic having to take him out. And even though we see Starfire say that she's okay, judging by the look in her eyes and the fact that this green slime is leaking from her mouth, we know that she is definitely not doing well and is likely going to go the same way of Ezio, if you catch my drift. Now, Robin obviously picks up that she's not doing okay, and he rushes over to try to figure out what's going on. But Starfire simply tells him to run away because she doesn't want him to get infected as well. And right after that, she pushes him away, and you can kind of see that this creature burst out of her body. And I don't know if you guys remember this episode, but in Teen Titans Go, there's an episode called Parasite, and this is where we see Starfire has this little creature like residing in her side. And while most of the Titans aren't really taking it serious, Robin does. And then it turns out that it's like a giant spider creature that they have to fight at the end. This reminds me a lot of that, but just like a much darker version. Now, after being thrown out of Starfire's room, we see Robin goes to find some of the other members of the team.
What if it's a sickness from Star's world? Because remember, in Teen Titans Go, Star is like she's an alien, and so I think what do you call it? She has she's maybe sick, and so it's for humans more like it gets worse for them. So I don't know. Let's just watch.
Only to see that the tower is completely empty. And when he goes outside, he sees that the streets are also empty. And this is interesting to me because this either means that none of the Titans were in the tower when this was going on, or maybe they all scattered to see what was going on outside, especially considering that there seems to be no citizens around right now. But either way, the fact that they're all divided at this point is probably going to be bad news. After that, we get to take a look at the stat sheets, and Robin's sheet actually gives us a ton of information.
Okay, this state of affair when parasite infected rest of the world. Okay. Stay injured, got separated by the team, sanity 20. Teen Titans didn't believe there was an infection coming. Robin decided to escape and be separated through his own way to survive. Okay.
The first being that he seems to be the person who created the parasite that is infecting the population.
Really? In the past, before the disaster, Robin was experimenting on something weird. He created a mystery black liquid until suddenly a parasite came out of the black liquid and sneakily escaped without a scratch. Robin didn't know that.
We see that he was experimenting with some kind of black
The parasite was coming for his friends.
liquid, and it ended up creating a kind of parasite that was able to escape while Robin wasn't paying attention. And now the creature is not only targeting the other Titans, having already taken Starfire, but also the city as a whole, which may be why it's so empty when Robin went outside. Next, we get to see what Starfire looks like currently, and she is absolute nightmare fuel. It's hard to tell what's happening to her exactly, but it looks like the parasite is eating away at her flesh, especially the meat around her mouth. We also see that her eyes are completely white now, and they have like these blood vessels bulging out of them. So I'm wondering if this creature is actually like making her blind, or if something else is happening with that. And as of right now, we don't know if the parasite is actually like hijacking their bodies and making them attack their friends, but that's usually how it goes in these infection AUs.
Yeah.
And while I wouldn't say that Starfire is the biggest threat in the Teen Titan verse, she is really powerful in her own right, and she would definitely be an issue to deal with. Yeah. Next, we see that Cyborg is missing, and this is kind of bad for a couple of reasons. The first is that Cyborg will probably have a decent chance of being able to deal with the parasite, even if he is infected, because so much of his body is machinery. But one thing that I do want to point out here is that Cyborg is not like Mega Man. And what I mean by that is that Cyborg is actually still part human, whereas a character like Mega Man is all robot, but he just looks partly human. So I guess technically, considering where Cyborg is infected, he could actually fall victim to the parasite. But when you also consider that Cyborg is considered a genius in his universe, I think he would be a great asset to have on the uninfected side. Next, we see Raven is still alive and clean of the parasite, and I wasn't surprised to see this.
Oh, no. I want to read that. While exploring out of nowhere, suddenly Raven found Beastboard hiding behind an abandoned building. She saw Beastboard covered in blood, so she decided to heal him with her magic, and they began to team up together to find the rest of the Teen Titans.
While I don't think that she will be immune to the effects of the parasite, Raven is really strong and literally has the power to not only fly, but also to teleport. I would imagine it would be extremely difficult for her to be infected unless she is caught completely off guard or like while she was sleeping or something. We also see that Raven is able to find Beast Boy and heal him up.
Beast Boy tripped into something and lost his eye, poking into a spike. Ooh, that hurts. Because he was being chased by an infected person, but luckily at some time, Beast Boy was able to find a hiding spot and survive.
Which is good, considering that he looks pretty beat up here. Apparently, he's been running from infected people, and he ended up slipping and impaling his eye on some type of sharp object, which is why now he only has one eye. The only thing that confuses me here is that I don't understand why he didn't just like turn into a hawk or a pterodactyl or something and just fly away. Beast Boy like running on the ground just seems so unnecessary. Another important fact that we kind of learned from this little snippet, though, is that even though we don't see infected people, they are definitely here.
Yeah.
And I'd be curious to see how much of the city is actually infected by this parasite right now.
You know how scary it is to be in an infected universe where just pure horror and stuff? For me, that would be scary. I don't know about you guys.
Now, after all that, we see Robin is running through the woods until he slips and falls on his face. And it seems like he's just been running aimlessly, trying to find any sign of life. And just then, he hears someone call his name, and it turns out to be Kid Flash. And let me just say this. Kid Flash is a great ally to have in an infection AU. He's basically like Sonic the Hedgehog, but in human form. And honestly, I think this character is so fast that even if he did manage to get infected, he could probably move at such a high speed that the parasite would like die in his body. This dude can move at the speed of light and phase through things. So I really don't see any way of him getting infected unless like the plot just demands it somehow. Next, we see the boys walk through the woods for a bit until they come across an abandoned house, and they decide to take a break there because while Kid Flash can run all day and night, Robin definitely needs to sleep. And I'll also mention that it seems like a lot of people thought that Robin and Kid Flash had a little thing for each other in this scene because of like the side-eye hair and the little smiles. But the creator has confirmed that they do not like each other in that way. But I will say, I find it funny that the internet will find any reason to ship some characters. I'm sure y'all remember like Shrek and Shadow or Mordecai and Twilight.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know about Shrek and Shadow. I've never seen that one before. I remember seeing Mordecai and what's her name again? Her name. Sorry, I thought I heard someone knock on my door. I'm scared. I'm by myself at home. Okay, it's okay.
Don't nip some of this stuff in the bud. People will take it and run with it. So
right there. It says not love ship or something.
Now,
like
after
that.
Robin goes to sleep, we see that Kid Flash goes out to scout the perimeter, and it looks like he was gone for the whole night. And when he finally does return, he has this hood over his head. And if you're like me, I thought that he was straight up infected at this point. But it looks like he just found it while he was out looking around. But more importantly, the hood isn't the only thing that he found. When he takes Robin outside, he sees Cyborg standing in the clearing.
Oh, he's alive.
And while he is a little beat up, he is clearly clean of the parasite and is in pretty good shape, all things considered. We also see that Kid Flash found Bumblebee as well while he was out searching, bringing their team up to 4 people now. And honestly, they are a fairly strong team, all things considered. The only thing that worries me at this point is the fact that Kid Flash now has a bandage on his arm, which he didn't have before he went out scouting, which may imply that he was infected, or at least attacked while he was out. So this may be something to pay attention to moving forward.
I hope he's infected. I hope he just got scratched or something. Oh, actually, no. I hope he just got, I don't know.
The series. In the next chapter, we see that Kid Flash has taken charge of the team and has decided that the group should barricade this house and hold up here for a while. He decides to split the tasks that they have in two, with him and Bumblebee actually going out to gather food and supplies, while Robin and Cyborg are going to work on securing the house, basically boarding it up. But two things caught my attention while looking at this episode. One is that Kid Flash has started to look a little bit sick. He even has this purple hue around his nose.
Yeah, I see that
and
too.
And another bandage on his arm here. Another thing that's...
Oh, his mask is a bit ripped. I think before we didn't see his mask.
Stood out for me is that Cyborg has been way too quiet up to this point. He hasn't even given his iconic... which Robin also notices and calls out as well. But Cyborg just says that he has a lot on his mind. Now, I'm thinking that Cyborg may actually be infected, but he's trying to hide it from the group, because I feel like in every infection AU or zombie story, there's somebody that gets him.
Yeah, I remember seeing a video of like My Little Pony infected, and it showed like one of them infected. And they were like, there was a lot of ponies inside. Like I think it was the what was those things called? No, it was not chimney. It was a I forgot what it was called, but they were hiding somewhere, and there was a lot of unicorns there or ponies there. They were just sitting there, and one of them was infected, and the infected woke up and killed everyone there. I mean, some escaped, of course.
Infected, and they try to hide it. As of right now, it's hard to say for sure, and this episode ends with him and Robin just going to go get the planks to secure the house. So we're left on a bit of a cliffhanger. Now, not to be morbid, but I think moving forward, what we're going to see is Cyborg and Kid Flash are both infected, and they will likely show signs of this once the house is barricaded, meaning that Bumblebee and Robin are going to be trapped in this house with two infected people. And while I think that Robin will escape because of plot armor, you know, he is the main character, so I think he will probably be in this AU until the end, I don't think that Bumblebee is going to be as lucky. After that, I think he's likely going to meet up with Raven and Beast Boy, and I'm hoping that they're going to be forced to like join forces with a villain. Somebody like Deathstroke would be cool. I also think at some point Robin is going to realize that he may be responsible for creating this parasite, go back to his lab and come up with a cure, and then the team will just have to figure out how they're going to get that spread out to the population. All in all, I thought this AU was pretty good, but I would like to see more of the infected people moving forward. And I know that the creator of this was feeling like a little self-conscious because a lot of people were saying that it's a lot like the My Little Pony infection AU.
Really hoping to watch
I would just say that most of the infection AUs take inspiration from that, so I'm hoping that that doesn't discourage him moving forward, because I would like to see how this ends.
Oh, wow.
And so many people scare these creators off the internet because they're, you know, being negative. But with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out this video on the screen here. And make sure to go follow Robin over on TikTok and on this new YouTube channel. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow with another video.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. You know, go subscribe to this man. He's a goat. If you guys ever want horror or like something to scare you, go to this man's YouTube channel. Show you a lot of horror right here, like all this horror right here, all this scariness and stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching today. And like I said, if you guys want to know the other creator, he's the other creator, the one that made the main story. It seems like he continued his story. I'm not sure, but yeah. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching, and hope you guys have a blessed day. And also, forgive me for being like not recording as much, and also just in general not wishing you guys a like merry early Christmas or merry late Christmas, but you get the point. I was late, but you know, I hope you guys got some good presents. I stutter a lot. What am I gonna say? Oh yeah, Happy New Year's, I guess. Almost New Year's, because New Year's is around the corner. But let me stop yapping and let me let you guys go. But thank you guys so much for reacting today with me and being here today. And I hope you have a blessing day. I'll take care. Bye-bye.